Hi guys, this video is about Orion's belt, the great hunter Orion, and its mythological story, but what its true meaning is that no one understands. It's what I call myself flat earth philosophy. It's the truth, it's philosophical, spiritual, and it's about the physical world as well. We obviously live in the physical world, but most people don't understand the spiritual side of it, the non-physical. So anyway, today everything's usually flat earth, but we're talking about Orion's belt today, and its mythological story, how Orion was regarded as a great hunter. And in the mythological stories, he's telling them, or telling Mother Earth, that he's going out to kill every animal. Now, some of you may realise in the Bible, or religious texts, or in the Hermeticas, the Egyptian Hermeticas, we are the animals. We are animals. We're like lambs, sheep, whatever to God. And basically, we're as dumb as sheep till we wake up, basically. So this is why you believe a lot of stuff, such as the earth being a globe, because you're born a sheep mentality. You follow, you believe anything, you want to believe people, but you're being misled. It's not real. Everything you've been told in life is basically a lie, because it's not real. It's a projection of where reality, truth comes from. But it's a false image, and we are in this false world, so we believe falsehoods and follow them blindly. But the truth's back there, where everything comes from, which you don't understand, but it's in the centre of Earth, the place of inaccessibility they call it. But anyway, Orion is telling Mother Earth he's going out to kill all the animals. And the association with man is the rebirth, the second birth of man. It's the second birth in his physical world. He's born from woman in physical birth, but he has to come into the light during his time on earth. That is, awaken the rest of his brain, his spiritual awakening. It's called the second birth, rebirth, spiritual birth. The whole story of religion, what it's all about, because it's non-physical, has to be written, you have to try and understand it. And some of us can explain it to people. And during this period, Orion's belt is seen in the sky. In the Jesus story, it's the three wise men coming from the east, leaving via another route, which is west. It's continuously going around. This is the northern horizon. Around the northern horizon, forever and ever. 9 months of the year it's seen, but the other 3 months it's lost in the sun, because the sun catches up to it. Here is the gap between the rotations. The northern horizon rotation, the tropical gap, the celestial tropical gap, is around here. So you can imagine northern horizon is the centre of Earth. There's your flat Earth, like this. Comes out of the centre from the Arctic, and we live in this part here, and this part, all the way around like a donut, and all the magic's in there. We dwell out here in the physical world. That's the tropical gap. Orion's belt moves around this tropical gap all the way around over the year. But also you've got the planets and the sun in here, haven't you? Between Capricorn, Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer. It's all in here, the ecliptic plane. Out here is a reverse image of this. It's a parabolic image. It's all coming from the central image, mirrored out here. Now, Orion's belt seen 9 months of the year. There's the 3 wise men, and also in Arabic religion it's known as the giant. And you'll find also in the Bible it mentions in those days there were giants. That's referring to that again, because referring to meaning that Orion's belt was seen in the sky at that period, at that time. Because at that time, the myth says that Orion's going to kill all the animals. And this is the story of the divine awakening every man is supposed to achieve in his physical world here on earth. Until he wakes the other part of his brain up, he just gets reincarnated. So if you think the world's crappy and you're going to leave it, one way or another, you're coming straight back to the shit you left. I promise you, it's 100% fact. So if you want to desert it, leave the shithole, you're coming back. One way or another, you're coming back. Obviously not as the same person, because your energy is dispersed and reformed. The sun basically gives life, but mother, the moon, creates the life. She's the mother. This is why it says in the Bible, love thy mother and thy father. It's nothing to do with your physical mother and father. It's a spiritual side. All religion's a spiritual side. So he is there hunting for any man who's awoken, who's in this right conscious frame of mind, physically, mentally. At his time, at his right time of the year, he will be awoken. Now, he gets into an argument with Mother Earth, because Mother Earth is upset. Because why is Mother Earth upset that he's going out to kill the animals? Because he is awakening the spiritual side of man. Mother Earth is the physical side of man. Everything down here is physical. This is the physical world. We're all in it. But if we come from the spiritual world, in here, you do not know of. We come from here and we go back to there. And if you don't wake your brain up, you just keep getting recycled. Hinduism and that, they understand all that. They know you get reincarnated probably millions of times. It's been around forever. So it's about waking up. And common man, he's been so manipulated with all the BS, TV, movies, PlayStation, whatever. They've lost the connection. They're going to keep reincarnating, coming back to the shithole they've left. It's only getting worse and worse. So that's what his job is, to hunt out the person, and as the Bible says, it's basically Revelations where you die. But no one physically dies. It's a spiritual death. Your spiritual, you don't mind me saying, dumbass, part of your brain basically dies, and you're awoken to the spiritual. You become one. Because as you're born into the physical world, you're born as a dual system, a duality. You have to connect and become a singular. This is what, back here, we're all singular. You don't long for anything back here in heaven. It's only in the physical world you're a dual system. Always seeking something. I mean, you always want this flash car. You get the flash car, then what? Well, the buzz is gone. You want the next flash car. Or you meet this sexy, wish you had this sexy, lovely partner, and maybe it doesn't turn out right and you still long for something else. You're always seeking something because you haven't connected. This is what religion's all about. So basically you've got to bring God into your life first to appreciate everything else around it. And this is the real buzzy thing about religion. And atheists just think it's all BS. Well, I never referred to it as BS, but I just thought they just people that needed help or guidance. Yeah, but I've come to realise I've come into the light. I know what it's all about. So he's setting out to find these people, the ones to wake them up, spiritually enlightened people at that time of the year. And Mother Earth was upset because she's from the physical world, that's why she's angry with him. So she sends a scorpion after him to get him. Apparently it kills him, and which is basically referring to your physical death spiritually, to be awoken into the spiritual world. This is the gory story of Jesus being, stapled up to a cross and all that. It's just a story, okay? There's nothing. It's a beautiful story when you go deep, but at the end of the day, it is a beautiful story and there's no violence involved. It's a spiritual awakening. And so the Scorpio kills him. So this is man dying off in his old ways and being reawoken into the spiritual world. And anyway, is it Poseidon or someone? Puts him back up, puts him in the sky. And Scorpio's at the opposite end. So in the north they will talk about winter, but in the south this is all southern. This is all summer. It turns up in August for us down here in the south. Northern horizon looking from 37 degrees south. Turns up in August, mid to late August, mid-August or thereabouts, and goes right over till May. So that's all the winter side for the north. But all the winter stories are all about this September. It's not about the north. And it's connected with the March equinox, because it's if you understand the Jesus story, December, just connected to Saturn. He's born physically in December, but he's conceived in March. But his enlightenment comes later on in life. 9 months after December is September. After December is September. And this is the day of creation, the 6th day of September. And the perfect day was in 2017. It probably won't come around for another 2,500 years at least. But it's come and gone. And if you understand all that, now you go and read the Gospels of Thomas. They're talking about exactly what's happening now. Believe me or not. So Orion's belt, that's what Orion's belt's all about. I think I've spelt it all out. And basically this picture here is star trail photography. See, there's a tropical gap that goes all the way around. Tropical gap between the southern rotation and the northern horizon. So way down here in south, all we can see is this over the ridge, probably further up here actually. But if I take a star trail of direct north, I'll get this beautiful picture here, these two images here. And I use Orion's belt as the reference because it's passing through over the night. You just see it passing through dead straight and across our horizon. Because we all have our own arc of horizon. We are within here. We're just standing here. Everything comes to us perpendicular. And as it swings from the centre here, swings across like a clock, as it passes by, it's seen as basically straight across our arc of horizon every night. But if you get this in star trail photography, if you just turn your camera a little bit, you'll get this other rotation here. There's always a rotation no matter where you're aiming. But there has to be an alignment with centre Earth and south. You have to be on the meridian to get the nice straight connection of a nice curve there and a nice curve there. So if you're aiming your camera off in this direction, there's no alignment. This is your horizon from there to there. That's what you see with your eyeballs. That's your horizon. From there to there, you'll see the two nice even rotations. But if you aim your camera that way, you're going to get it a bit skew with. But basically this is what's happening. Because this rotation is rotating all the way around the central north rotation. Because this rotation turns, it's reflecting the image out here. But that's going that way. Sorry, no. They both swing in together. They're both swinging in together. But it's this the parabolic image to this. There's this definite gap in the sky where everything's dead straight. You'll see it. So I'm still waiting for science, because this blows the flat earth spinning ball globe model. You cannot have Orion's belt doing this for 9 months of the year on the dark side of their ball, because their ball's spinning, and there's the equator, there's Orion's belt up here, always seen on the dark side, dark, the sunny side, for 9 months, and all of a sudden it's sitting between the earth and the sun, not seen in the face of the sun. Cannot happen. 100% proof you do not live in a spinning ball. So this is Orion's mythological story. That's the truth of it, okay? It's all in religion, but no one's picked up on, they don't understand religion. No one understands the Bible, that's for sure. A few people do. I've seen them, a few people on YouTube. This is what Orion's belt does. It passes through there. You can track it. You can track them with the equatorial mounts or star tracking systems for your cameras. Follow it all the way over. But like I say, you don't see the curve. It just appears straight in the sky. But the star trail photography, you'll see all the curves. You get them all. Picture there. You'll get a separate. You'll see this rotation, this curve. That's basically it. That's all there is to the story. He's out hunting to kill every animal, meaning he's looking for every man. Man is the animal. Mother Earth is upset because she's the physical world and everybody is born in the physical world. She doesn't want them leaving the physical world because he's going to take them to the spiritual world. The physical world's down here and all the spiritual world's up here. Physical, spiritual, negative, earth, positive, atmosphere. Everything's a dual system down here in our physical world. So she sends a scorpion out to kill him, and the scorpion is related to the sort of a close association with the snake. A snake bite, which sends the venom through the man's system, and it is the Christ, the Christos that flows through the man's system. It's like a little dose of something or other. It gets released from the pineal gland, the pituitary gland. And it's all about the flood as well, because your pineal gland is sitting in water, and that gets released, and it brings the pineal gland out of the fluid, and it's sitting high and dry now. You're open to the high frequencies of the earthly realm. That's a god. You're now sitting on the right hand of God, basically. It's all about waking up. And that's to do with your star signs, all to do with the zodiac signs that science does not want you to believe in. So I'm telling you now, you've been spun a big fat lie since you were 5 years old when they stuck that stupid ball in your classroom. So it's time to wake up, face the facts. But get your kids involved with that story. Get them to understand there's something you've got to do in life. It's the meaning of life. Start reading the Bible. You won't read, you can't understand the Bible. I'll have to do another video on suggestions. Read the Bible though. Try and understand it. And read all the other Gospels. Especially, I keep forgetting the name of it. No, what is it? No, I can't think right now, sorry. I'll put a link in the video. Okay, cheers. Thumbs up. Spread the good news. Not too late. You want to wake up before you pass away in the physical world.